The Wasps is a comedic play by the ancient Greek playwright Aristophanes, produced in 422 BCE. The play satirizes the Athenian legal system and the societal obsession with litigation. Here's a brief overview of its key themes, characters, and plot. Summary. The play follows the character Philocleon, an elderly Athenian who is obsessed with the courts and loves serving as a juror. His son, Philocleon, tries to cure his father of this obsession and free him from the control of the jurors, whom he likens to wasps. Key themes. Critique of the legal system. Aristophanes critiques the Athenian democracy and legal practices, highlighting how citizens become overly zealous in their participation in court cases, often to the detriment of their personal lives. Generational conflict. The relationship between Philocleon and Philocleon symbolizes the struggle between old and new values, where the older generation is stuck in traditional practices, while the younger generation seeks reform. Freedom and restraint. The play explores the concepts of freedom and the absurdity of being free, while being enslaved by one's passions or societal roles. Main characters. Philocleon, the father, a fervent juror who cannot separate his identity from his role in the courts. Philocleon, the son, who represents a more rational and modern viewpoint, wanting to liberate his father from his obsession. Various jurors represent the collective madness of the legal system, characterized as wasps. Plot highlights. Philocleon's passion for jury duty. The play opens with Philocleon being enthusiastic about going to court, reflecting his dedication to the legal system. Philocleon's attempts to change his father. Philocleon devises plans to distract his father from jury duty, including introducing him to the pleasures of life outside the courtroom. The mock trial of a dog. In a humorous twist, Philocleon and Philocleon hold a mock trial for a dog, which symbolizes the ridiculousness of Athenian trials. Resolution. The play concludes with a blend of humor and reflection on the nature of justice and the absurdities of human behavior within the legal system. Significance. The Wasps is notable for its sharp wit and satirical take on Athenian society, showcasing Aristophanes' talent for blending humor with social commentary. It remains relevant as it addresses issues of justice, governance, and the role of citizens in a democracy. If you'd like more specific information about a certain aspect of the play or its characters, feel free to ask. You said. Beginning to end chapter-wise summary details. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Certainly. Here's a detailed chapter-wise summary of The Wasps by Aristophanes, breaking down the play into its key scenes and events. Summary of The Wasps by Aristophanes. Prologue. Setting. The play begins in front of Philocleon's house. The chorus, composed of old jurors, gathers to express their excitement about jury duty. Philocleon's obsession. Philocleon is shown as a man who is devoted to serving on juries, demonstrating the mania for the courtroom that pervades Athenian society. Act 1. Philocleon's concern. Philocleon, the son, reveals his frustration with his father's obsession. He wishes to prevent Philocleon from going to the courts. He criticizes the old jurors, comparing them to wasps, and argues that their incessant involvement in litigation is harmful. Philocleon's defense. Philocleon defends his passion for jury duty, stating it brings him status and a sense of purpose. Act 2. Philocleon's plan. To wean his father off jury duty, Philocleon creates a scheme to entice him away from the courts. He plans to present the pleasures of home life and domesticity. The mock trial of a dog. As part of his scheme, Philocleon stages a mock trial for a dog accused of stealing food from the house. Philocleon is initially skeptical but becomes engaged, showcasing the absurdity of the legal system. Involvement of the chorus. The chorus of old jurors participates in the mock trial, further emphasizing the play's satirical take on Athenian justice. Act 3. The argument between father and son. The comedic tension heightens as Philocleon and Philocleon argue over the merits of jury duty versus a life free from the courts. They debate the significance of justice, freedom, and societal expectations. Philocleon's change of heart. After experiencing the mock trial, Philocleon starts to realize the absurdity of his fixation on the courts. The humor of the situation leads to introspection, and Philocleon begins to see the potential joys of life outside of the courtroom. Act 4. Celebration of domestic life. B. Delykalon continues to show Philocleon the benefits of a simpler, more enjoyable life away from the courtroom, emphasizing family and home. They celebrate their bond and the potential for Philocleon to change. Resolution. The play concludes with Philocleon coming to terms with his obsession and embracing a more balanced life. The chorus reflects on the absurdity of Athenian society's fixation with litigation, and the audience is left to ponder the implications of the legal system. Epilogue. Final remarks by the chorus. The chorus delivers a closing speech, emphasizing the ridiculousness of the events that transpired and the need for moderation in civic duties. The play ends on a humorous note, inviting the audience to reflect on the balance between civic engagement and personal happiness. Overall themes and conclusion. The Wasps employs humor and satire to critique Athenian democracy, particularly the legal system's role in the lives of its citizens. It highlights the generational conflict between the old and the young and serves as a reminder of the importance of balance in civic duties and personal life. If you have any specific parts you'd like to explore further, just let me know. You said. Characters with significance, relevance, legacy, contribution, impact. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. Here's an overview of the main characters in The Wasps by Aristophanes, including their significance, relevance, legacy, contributions, and impact on the play and Athenian society. 1. Philocleon. Significance. Represents the older generation's fervor for civic duty, particularly the obsession with jury service. His name translates to lover of Cleon, reflecting the character's admiration for powerful political figures and the system they represent. Relevance. Philocleon embodies the extremes of Athenian democracy, where individuals become consumed by their roles in the judicial system, often at the cost of their personal lives. Legacy. His character serves as a critique of blind adherence to civic duty and the notion of justice in Athenian society. Philocleon's transformation from a zealous juror to someone who appreciates life beyond the courts signifies the potential for personal growth and change. Contributions. His obsession drives the narrative, creating tension and humor. His interactions with his son and the chorus highlight the absurdities of the Athenian legal system. Impact. Philocleon's character challenges the audience to reflect on the nature of justice and the importance of balance between civic duty and personal fulfillment. 2. B. Delykalon. Significance. Represents the younger generation's more rational and progressive views. His name means hater of Cleon, indicating a rejection of the older political and social norms associated with figures like Cleon. Relevance. B. Delykalon's attempts to liberate his father from his obsession with the courts mirror the generational conflict within Athenian society, emphasizing the need for reform and new perspectives. Legacy. Serves as a voice of reason and modernity, advocating for a more balanced approach to civic engagement. His character represents hope for a more enlightened Athenian citizenry that can learn from the past. Contributions. His plans and schemes drive the narrative forward, showcasing the absurdity of Philocleon's obsession and ultimately facilitating the transformation of his father. His dialogues provide insight into the flaws of the legal system. Impact. B. Delykalon's character challenges the status quo and promotes self-reflection among citizens regarding their roles in society. 3. Chorus of old jurors. Significance. Represents the collective voice of the older generation who are passionate about their civic duties as jurors. Their characterization as wasps emphasizes the aggressive nature of their obsession with the courts. Relevance. The chorus illustrates the societal pressures and expectations placed on citizens to participate actively in civic life, often resulting in irrational behavior. Legacy. Their presence highlights the absurdity of the legal system and serves as a critique of how societal norms can drive individuals to irrationality. Contributions. The chorus provides commentary on the events of the play, acting as a Greek chorus that reinforces the main themes and adds humor. They engage in the mock trial, deepening the satire of the legal system. Impact. The chorus invites the audience to reflect on the nature of justice, community, and the potential for change within the legal system. 4. The dog in the mock trial. Significance. Serves as an absurd representation of the legal system's ridiculousness. The mock trial of the dog symbolizes the trivial nature of some Athenian court cases. Relevance. Highlights how the court system can devolve into absurdity, suggesting that the focus on legal matters can sometimes overshadow real justice. Legacy. The dog's trial serves as a memorable comedic moment in the play, underscoring Aristophanes' talent for satire. Contributions. Acts as a catalyst for Philocleon's reflection on the absurdity of his obsession with the courts. Impact. This character contributes to the play's overall critique of the legal system, encouraging the audience to question the seriousness of certain judicial proceedings. Overall impact of characters. The characters in The Wasps serve not only as vehicles for comedy but also as profound critiques of Athenian society. They encourage the audience to reflect on the balance between civic duty and personal happiness, the nature of justice, and the consequences of societal obsession with legal matters. Their legacy continues to resonate, reflecting issues that remain relevant in discussions about justice and civic engagement today. You said. Themes with example. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. The Wasps, by Aristophanes, explores several significant themes that reflect the social, political, and cultural dynamics of Athenian society. Here are the key themes with examples from the play. 1. Critique of the legal system. Example. Philocleon's obsession with jury duty highlights the absurdity of the Athenian legal system. The mock trial of a dog serves to satirize the often trivial nature of cases brought before the courts. The dog is humorously accused of stealing food, illustrating how some cases lack seriousness, reflecting Aristophanes' critique of the judicial process. 2. Generational conflict. Example. The relationship between Philocleon and Dolichon embodies the tension between the older and younger generations. While Philocleon is consumed by his role as a juror, Dolichon represents a more rational and progressive viewpoint, seeking to liberate his father from his obsession. This conflict illustrates the struggle between traditional values and the need for reform in Athenian society. 3. Freedom and restraint. Example. Philocleon believes he is exercising his freedom by participating in the jury system. However, he is actually enslaved by his obsession, leading to a lack of fulfillment in his personal life. Dolichon's efforts to divert his father's attention from the courts reveal the tension between true freedom and the constraints imposed by societal expectations. 4. Absurdity of civic duty. Example. The portrayal of the chorus of old jurors, likened to wasps, emphasizes the irrationality of their fervor for civic duty. Their eagerness to participate in the courtroom reflects how the pursuit of justice can become absurd when taken to extremes. The play's humor serves to underscore how civic responsibility can sometimes lead to irrational behavior. 5. The nature of justice. Example. Throughout the play, the nature of justice is questioned. The mock trial reveals the flaws in the judicial system and raises questions about what constitutes true justice. Philocleon's initial obsession with jury duty shifts as he begins to see the absurdity of his actions, prompting the audience to reflect on the complexities of justice in society. 6. Societal obsession with litigation. Example. The extreme focus on litigation in the play reflects a broader societal issue where individuals become consumed by their roles in the legal system. Philocleon's character serves as a representation of this obsession, highlighting how it can overshadow personal happiness and relationships. The humorous elements of the play invite the audience to consider the consequences of such fixation. 7. Comedic satire of political figures. Example. The character of Philocleon, whose name means lover of Cleon, serves as a satirical representation of Athenian political figures and their influence over the populace. Through his character, Aristophanes critiques the blind allegiance some citizens have toward political leaders, suggesting that such devotion can lead to irrationality and folly. Conclusion. The themes in The Wasps provide a rich commentary on Athenian society, particularly regarding the legal system and civic engagement. Aristophanes uses humor and satire to invite the audience to reflect on their values, the nature of justice, and the implications of societal norms. These themes remain relevant today, as discussions about the balance between civic duty and personal fulfillment continue in contemporary contexts. You said. Strength and weakness uniqueness. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. The Wasps, by Aristophanes, is a significant work in ancient Greek literature that exhibits both strengths and weaknesses, contributing to its uniqueness. Here's an analysis. Strengths. Clever satire. Aristophanes masterfully critiques the Athenian legal system and the obsession with civic duty. The absurdity of the courtroom is showcased through humorous situations, such as the mock trial of a dog, which serves to highlight the trivialities of certain legal proceedings. Character development. The transformation of Philocleon from a zealous juror to someone who questions his obsessive behavior is well developed. This change illustrates a deeper commentary on personal growth and societal expectations. Engagement with contemporary issues. The play addresses pertinent themes like generational conflict, the nature of justice, and the pitfalls of democracy. These issues resonate with audiences both in Aristophanes' time and today, making the work timeless. Innovative use of the chorus. The chorus of old jurors adds depth to the narrative, providing commentary and engaging with the audience. Their characterization as wasps enhances the play's humor and critique of civic duty. Blending of humor and serious themes. Aristophanes successfully combines comedic elements with serious themes, encouraging the audience to laugh while reflecting on important societal issues. This balance enhances the play's impact and memorability. Weaknesses. Cultural specificity. The play is deeply rooted in the context of Athenian society, which may make certain jokes and references less accessible to modern audiences. Understanding the political climate of the time is essential to fully grasp the nuances of the satire. Potentially lengthy exposition. Some readers may find the exposition and discussions about jury duty and civic responsibility a bit prolonged, which can detract from the overall pacing of the play. Simplistic resolution. The resolution, where Philocleon embraces a life beyond the courts, might come across as overly simplistic given the complex issues raised throughout the play. It may not fully address the deep-rooted societal problems discussed. Character caricatures. While the exaggerated traits of characters serve the comedic purpose, some might argue that they detract from more nuanced portrayals of individuals within society. This can limit the depth of character exploration. Uniqueness. Blend of comedy and social commentary. Aristophanes' ability to weave humor into serious critiques of society distinguishes the Wasps from other works. The comedic elements are not merely for entertainment, they serve as a vehicle for deeper reflections on democracy, justice, and civic duty. Innovative structure. The structure of the play, with the integration of a mock trial and the use of the chorus, creates a unique theatrical experience. The interactive nature of the chorus and their commentary allows for a dynamic engagement with the audience. Exploration of political themes. The play uniquely addresses the intricacies of Athenian democracy, portraying both its strengths and weaknesses. Aristophanes captures the tension between civic engagement and personal well-being, a theme that remains relevant in contemporary discussions about governance. Characterization of civic duty. The play's anthropomorphism of jury members as wasps presents a unique perspective on civic duty, critiquing not just individual behavior but the collective mindset of a society consumed by litigation and legalism. Conclusion. Overall, The Wasps is a distinctive work that showcases Aristophanes' strengths in satire, character development, and engagement with contemporary issues, despite its cultural specificity and potential pacing issues. Its unique blend of comedy and social commentary continues to resonate, providing valuable insights into the nature of justice, democracy, and the human condition. You said. Plot narrative styles genre technique. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. The Wasps, by Aristophanes is a rich work that utilizes various narrative styles, techniques, and genres to convey its themes effectively. Here's an overview. Plot summary. The plot of The Wasps revolves around Philocleon, an elderly Athenian man obsessed with jury duty. His son, Lycaon, is frustrated by his father's fixation on the courts, which leads him to devise a plan to free Philocleon from his obsession. The play unfolds with comedic scenarios, including a mock trial of a dog, which serves to satirize the legal system and its absurdities. Ultimately, Philocleon begins to see the limitations of his obsession, leading to a humorous yet thought-provoking resolution. Narrative styles. Direct address. Aristophanes frequently employs direct address to engage the audience. Characters often break the fourth wall, speaking directly to the audience, which enhances the comedic effect and draws viewers into the action. Choral interludes. The chorus plays a crucial role in the narrative, providing commentary, reflections, and context. Their interludes offer insights into the themes and issues presented in the play while also contributing to the comedic atmosphere. Dialogue-driven. The narrative primarily unfolds through dialogue between characters, showcasing their personalities and motivations. This style allows for dynamic interactions that convey both humor and critique. Genre. The Wasps falls under the genre of old comedy, a style characterized by political satire. The play critiques the Athenian political and legal systems, using humor to address serious societal issues. Social commentary. It reflects on civic duty, justice, and generational conflict, offering a lens through which to examine Athenian society. Exaggeration and absurdity. Characters and situations are often exaggerated to highlight the absurdity of their actions, as seen in Philocleon's obsession and the mock trial of a dog. Techniques. Satire. Aristophanes employs satire to expose the flaws of the legal system and the absurdity of blind civic duty. The comedic elements serve to critique societal norms while entertaining the audience. Parody. The mock trial of the dog parodies the judicial process, highlighting how some cases can be trivial or ridiculous. This technique serves to undermine the seriousness often associated with the legal system. Exaggeration. Characters are exaggerated, such as the old jurors being likened to wasps, emphasizing their zeal for court cases. This technique enhances humor while also providing a critique of their obsession. Irony. There is a significant use of irony throughout the play, especially in the way Philocleon believes he is exercising freedom through jury service, when in reality, he is enslaved by his obsession. Imagery and symbolism. The wasp metaphor serves as a symbol for the aggressive nature of citizens consumed by their roles in the legal system. Imagery related to the courtroom and civic duty further underscores the play's themes. Character foils. The contrast between Philocleon and Lycaon serves to highlight the generational conflict and differing perspectives on civic duty. This technique deepens the exploration of the themes and adds layers to character development. Conclusion. The Wasps employs a combination of narrative styles, genres, and techniques to deliver a rich, comedic critique of Athenian society. The use of satire, parody, and exaggerated characters allows Aristophanes to engage with complex themes related to justice, civic duty, and generational conflict while entertaining his audience. The play's structure, driven by dialogue and interludes from the chorus, reinforces its comedic and critical elements, making it a significant work in the canon of ancient Greek literature. You said. Theory critique. ChatGPT said. ChatGPT. The Wasps, by Aristophanes, can be analyzed through various theoretical lenses that highlight its themes, characters, and social commentary. Below are some critical theories and their applications to the play. 1. Historical contextualism. Theory overview. This approach examines a work in relation to the historical, cultural, and social context in which it was created. For The Wasps, it involves understanding the Athenian legal system, political climate, and social norms of the 5th century BCE. Application. The play critiques the Athenian democracy and the legal system, especially the role of jurors. Understanding the political tensions of the time, such as the influence of demagogues like Cleon and the issues surrounding citizen engagement in governance, deepens the analysis of Philocleon's character and the absurdity of the courtroom. 2. Feminist theory. Theory overview. Feminist literary theory explores how texts represent gender roles and the power dynamics between genders. Application. While The Wasps primarily focuses on male characters, the absence of female voices and their relegation to the background can be critiqued. The play highlights how civic duty and obsession with the courts can overshadow family and personal relationships, potentially reflecting patriarchal values that diminish women's roles in society. 3. Psychoanalytic theory. Theory overview. This approach analyzes characters' motivations and conflicts based on psychological concepts. Application. Philocleon's obsession with jury duty can be viewed as a manifestation of psychological dependency on societal roles and the validation he receives from them. His character represents a neurosis where identity and self-worth are tied to civic participation, reflecting broader human anxieties about purpose and recognition within society. 4. Marxist criticism. Theory overview. Marxist criticism explores class struggle, economic factors, and societal power dynamics within literature. Application. The play satirizes the class dynamics in Athenian society, particularly how the legal system can favor the wealthy and powerful while trivializing the experiences of the common citizen. Philocleon's character represents the lower-class citizenry who blindly follow the legal processes, while Lycaon's character embodies a more class-conscious perspective, urging his father to recognize the futility of his obsession. 5. Structuralism. Theory overview. Structuralism examines the underlying structures in texts, such as language, symbols, and narrative forms, to uncover meaning. Application. The metaphor of the wasp serves as a structural element, representing the aggressive nature of citizens consumed by litigation. The juxtaposition of Philocleon and B. de Lycaon can also be seen as structural contrasts that illustrate differing attitudes toward civic duty and societal engagement. 6. Postmodern critique. Theory overview. Postmodern criticism examines the instability of meaning, questioning authority and traditional narratives. Application. The Wasps challenges established norms regarding justice, civic duty, and authority through its comedic lens. The play's absurdity and reliance on parody question the very concept of justice and the effectiveness of democratic processes, reflecting a postmodern skepticism towards grand narratives and systems of power. 7. Eco-criticism. Theory overview. Eco-criticism explores the relationship between literature and the environment, focusing on nature and human interactions with the natural world. Application. While The Wasps does not focus heavily on nature, it can be examined for its commentary on human behavior and societal constructs. The metaphor of wasps may represent the destructive nature of human obsession, akin to environmental degradation caused by relentless pursuits of status or power. Conclusion. Applying these theoretical critiques to The Wasps reveals the depth and complexity of Aristophanes' work. The play functions on multiple levels, entertaining, critiquing societal norms, and prompting reflection on the human condition. Each theoretical lens provides valuable insights into the characters, themes, and social commentary, making The Wasps a rich text for literary analysis. ChatGPT can make mistakes. Check important info.